All right, everybody. So today we're going to do email lead generation through command. There's a couple of different strategies, two that we're going to focus on mostly today that will help. One of them is through the smart plan strategy, and the other one is through the campaigns strategy. They both work. It's kind of a, which one do you like to do? In general, what I like to do is I use the smart plans if it's going to be more than one email. So if you're going to send an email today and then another one in 3 days and another one in a week to the same group of people, that would be where you would want to do smart plans, basically longer term follow-up, not just a one-stop shop. And if you're going to use the campaigns section, that is going to be if you want to send one email. So maybe that's when you get a new listing or you have a hot lead or you're looking for a specific property. You would do that. So I'm going to show you guys those two ways and a little way to customize and have some fun with it. So when you first log on, I always kind of advise people to hit the little red pop out so that you can see which ones are which. And throughout the day, we're going to use only 3 pieces. We're going to use smart plans, we're going to use campaigns, and we're going to use design. So I'm going to go to designs first just to show you the creation of these. Because I just think it's easier to go in that order. So if we go to designs first and we pop that up, we're going to hit the little teal plus sign and it's going to give us a bunch of options. And because we're doing email today, we're obviously just going to pick email. When we do that, we hit next and we get the opportunity to do one of 2 things. Actually 3 things. We can look at the KWRI templates, which is Keller Williams Realty International. And if you scroll through, you're going to see there's a bunch of different email templates that are pre-built. I'm just going to pick one random one and show you for fun that you can pick and work off of that one. So if I pick that one, it will give me a pre-built template that we just need to change the text or the color or whatever we want to do. So if you look at that template, there's a bunch of stuff on here, easy to change. You just pick in any one you want. And you can change and make this say test for class, whatever it might be. We can kind of change and work our way through this. It is a very detailed email template. So there's everything from text to links to the connections to your app. And will pull in some of your marketing profile information as well. You can also see how it looks on a desktop. You can see how it looks on a tablet. You can see how it looks on a phone. Based on using that little feature in the top. And if you want to see the actual preview mode, click the little eyeball and you can see. So if I was on a computer, this is how it would come through. If I was on a tablet, this is how it would come through. And if I was on a phone, this is how it would come through. So you get the idea of what these email templates look like. That is one strategy for building. Now, what you want to do for these is you want to go in, and I would just suggest creating one. So maybe you make one for just listed, or maybe you make one for hot deal or whatever you want to call it. But I would just go in here and customize and build one just so you get the idea of doing it. Remember, the first one is always going to be the worst or the most, the most difficult one because it's something new that you're learning. But as you get used to this, it won't be that bad. So that's one strategy. I'm going to not save this one. I want to just show you a couple other strategies. The other one is we go back in, we hit the plus sign, we go to email again. And we can go to my design templates. These are ones that you've created. So once you've created these, you can recreate them or you can use them again. So I have no idea what any of these are because they're just made for class, but you can see. All right, so I made one here with a picture of a house and some graphic and a button. So you can see what this looks like when you create one that's a little more custom. And in the email, you can even put something in that button. So if they click on the button, it drives them to your website. This little button. And then the other option I'm going to show you is you can actually just completely create one from scratch, which I'm going to be honest, I would not suggest doing your first time because it's a lot of work, but you definitely can do it. So if you want to do that, you go on the top right, hit create new template, and then you can build away. So you get a blank slate where you can use any of these pre-made widgets to start building. So let's say I want to do, I don't know, let's just have some fun here. On the top, we're going to put a piece of text. Then we're going to put an image. And I'm just going to take the same image that's in here for fun. And then at the bottom, maybe we're going to put a listing block. So this is going to be information about a listing that we're trying to advertise. And then at the bottom, I'm going to put the button. So all these things now we would have to customize. So if we click on each block, let's click on text. We're going to hit edit and we're going to make this say, please buy this house. And then that way we have that piece done. And then the picture, if we had another image, I'm just in the test account, so probably don't have anything good on here. So I'm not going to take anything from there, but you can swap your images out. And if you want to put text or change the size or anything, this is where you would do that. Then I'm going to scroll down to the listing block. When I click on that, I'm going to be able to edit this as well. So I can select a listing from the KWLS. So if you have something listed, we can put that on there. If not, you can just scroll through. So I'm just going to try and find one. I'm sitting in Boca right now, so let's just see if I can find something in Boca. Let's just go with that one. Okay. Let's say I take this one. It will give me all the pictures that are in the MLS. So maybe I really love this picture because that ceiling is cool. You can hit select. And then it's going to actually put it in there, right? This is going to allow me to put that in there. And you'll see the rest of the information, address line 1, address line 2, price, bedrooms, bathrooms, all that stuff goes on here. So when I do that and I hit done, it plugs it right in there for me. And then if I want to edit the button, I'm going to click on button, hit the little edit button, and I'm going to say, click here for more details. Or just click here for more, because that's all the space I got. All right, not a space there. And then we can link it to something. So where do I want to put it? Do I want to send it to a merge tag? Do I want to send it to a website or a landing page? Maybe I pick landing page, and it will show me any of my pre-created landing pages. So these are all just tests, but I'm just going to grab one, throw that in there. I could change the background color on the button. Maybe I want it to be red. And then when I do this and hit done, you'll see the button change on the bottom. Click here for more. So now let's just look at a preview. Again, I know this is ugly, but it's just the point. So if they got this email on their computer, this is what it's going to look like. And they'll have a clickable button at the bottom that will take them to that landing page. If they look at it on a tablet, this is what it will look like. And if they look at it on a phone, this is what. So this is actually creating a custom template. And if you want to do that and create something custom, you can do that. Feel free to just go in there and play around with this a little bit so that you have the ability to kind of get used to it. I think creating one, we just did one somewhat simple there. So, I mean, I don't think it's too hard, but you might want to use the template first just so you understand. I'm going to hit save and exit. I have to call it something. So I'm going to call it ride test for class 5/11/21. And I'm going to save this one. And now I have this built. So the good news is once this is built, I can use it in some of the other stuff that we're going to do today. Any questions so far on building a template or finding templates and editing them before I move forward?
Ryan, can we just quickly go through how to get there again? So you're in designs.
Yeah, so we're going to go to designs. And then when we're in designs, this is the main screen in design. So we're going to hit the plus sign.
I don't have anything there. So like you see how you have all the, oh, these are your things.
You're not going to have anything because don't worry about that. As long as you have the plus sign is all you need.
So plus sign, okay.
Yep. You're going to hit the plus sign and then we're going to click email.
Okay,
next. And then next. And then KWRI templates is the Keller Williams pre-made ones. My design ones are the ones that I've built. And then create new is what we just did with that picture and the button.
Okay,
so you'll use one of these three every time.
Okay, so like I would choose the KW template. Like which one would I choose if I want to like put a house?
Whichever one you want. You want to just look through all of them and pick which one you like. There's, I don't know, I think 75 of them now.
75?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 72.
Oh, load more. I hear. Okay, open house.
You can go through and just pick whichever one, spend a half hour and go look through all of them and pick the ones that you like. So like, we're not going to use Happy New Year, right? Or Happy Valentine's Day, but we might use, I don't know, Happy Spring or for sale or just listed. Maybe let's just say just listed here for a second. So this is a just listed template where you would go in and swap out your address or, your listings address, put in your pictures, but it's all built for you. So you don't need to do anything. Just go
Okay.
in and swap stuff out.
Great. And one more question. I saw you accessed MLS through command. How do you do that?
No, it's the KW data feed. It's KWLS, is Keller Williams Listing Service, which is the data feed that KW uses so that it can grab listings, so that you can use the listings in your marketing.
Got it. So, okay, I wasn't sure how you got that. Okay.
It's just some of the templates have it as an option. It's called KWLS. So if you see the words KWLS, it allows you to choose a listing or grab some marketing out of there. Every piece doesn't have it, but if it has it, that's what that means.
Okay, so what you just showed us, we're gonna send it through email, correct?
I'm going to show you how to send it here the rest of the class.
Okay, but that's gonna be email.
Yeah, we're just doing email today. Yep.
All right.
So we just went over how to design them, and then you can always come in here and go into email and just look at what your designs are. But now, again, there's two different ways to send these out. So if you want to just do a one-time blast, because maybe you just got a new listing or you're trying to show off a deal or get a lead or whatever, we're going to go to the one that says campaigns, which is the little megaphone thing. When we click on campaigns, it's going to give us an overview of all the stuff we have going on in campaigns. If yours looks a little different, don't worry, because if you haven't used it, it'll be a little different. But on the top right, we're going to hit create campaign. And then we're going to go to the one that says email. And when we pick that, it's going to ask us to name our campaign. So I'm going to say test and the date. And maybe we're going to do advertising a listing. And then it will ask you which service you want to use. So all of you have command email for free. You get 5,000 emails free per month. I would suggest using that. MailChimp you have to pay for. So use command email. And then we're going to hit create. And when we do that, it gets us into the creation kind of screen here. So at the top, it's going to be, what do we want to call it? Second piece, select account. It automatically does that. When you pick command email, it picks the one that you have associated with. The third piece is if you have a list that you want to send it to. So if you've created a list already, you can just use that. If not, you'll have to actually hit create list, and it will pop up all of your contacts. So you can go through this and you can say, okay, I only want this person and this person and this person, which is fine if you want to do it that way. Or you can go in and select an entire tag and say, okay, I only want to send it to people that are buyer leads, or I only want to send it to people that were in one of my classes, or that are Facebook leads or whatever. Or you can just pick select all and select it to everybody that's on the screen at the time. So either one is fine. Whatever one you do, you hit confirm, and then it will build out your little list. So let's just say I'm going to use the test list. Then we go to send from. So this is what name you want it to have and where you want the reply to go. Again, if you're using command email, it defaults to the one that you have built in there already. So whoever you connected with in there is who you're going to use as the default. So whatever account you built out, you'll have it. Then we're going to go to the subject. So this is the actual subject line of the email. So it's whatever. Check this out.
Ryan, you the screen before this, what did you choose as your goal? Advertise, listing, attract talent, event awareness, other, attract?
Listing. It doesn't matter. You're just picking like a template to use.
Okay.
Advertise listing, I picked.
Okay.
And then we're going to go down to content. And when we click on content, we're going to see two things. Number one, my template. So these are the ones that you built or that you custom created. Or you're going to see KWRI ones, so the custom Keller Williams ones. So the one that we just did a couple minutes ago was RI test for class. So I'm just going to pick that one so you can see. And it's going to pop up my template. And if you want to edit it or mess with it at all, you can. But if not, it's just going to use that template. So I'm going to hit save and exit. And then it's going to show my template. And then we have three options. We can save it as a draft. So if we want to save it and come back for later, we can schedule it. So maybe we don't want to send it out right now. We want to send it out, I don't know, Friday morning. So we'll pick Friday and then we'll go pick the time. And then we can apply that and send it like that. Or we can hit send now. It usually takes up to 2 hours to actually kick this thing out. but we can send it out. And then what will happen is it'll send out, do as much as it possibly can, and then your results will come back into the campaign dashboard. So you'll be able to click on emails and look and see, okay, what happened? I sent it out. It'll say however many actually went out, how many people received it, how many people opened it, how many people clicked on it. And there'll be a whole pile of analytics here that looks kind of like this. That will look kind of like this. And we'll show you who clicked on it, who opened it, all those fun things. So that is a one-time email blast. So if you're trying to blast this thing out just one time, not repetitively and use the same thing over and over, we're going to use that. The other strategy is if we go the smart plan route. So if we click on the one that says smart plans, this is what allows us to basically build automated follow-up plans using the same emails and using an email tool. So you might have some in here, you might not, doesn't matter either way, but we're going to go up to create in smart plans. And I'm going to call this email plan test for class. Hit apply and we'll start building this out. So we actually have to build one of these out, and it might be multiple steps because maybe you're trying to send something out and follow up with someone. So when we do this, we're actually building our own smart plan here. So on the right side, you're going to see all the different pieces that we have, all the different steps that we have. For the purpose of class, we're just going to do email, right? So maybe the first step of the smart plan is send an email. So I'm going to pick the little plus sign that says send email. And we're going to get a couple of options. So I can either send a simple email, which is literally just a basic blank email, which I can have my reply, I can have my subject, say hello, whatever. And then I can just type out, hi, it's Ryan, hope you're good, whatever. Then maybe next week I want to wait. So I'm going to do a delay and I'm going to wait, let's say 7 days. And then I'm going to do another email. And this one will have a design in it. So now we're going to use a designs-based email. The reply to is still going to be the same. Subject is going to be check this out. And then I'm going to click on designs. And now I can actually select one of these templates again. So if I hit select, you're going to see the same thing, the Keller Williams ones or my custom ones. Pick one of my custom ones, which is the one we made a couple minutes ago. And it's going to say, please be aware if you change it, it changes it permanently. Hit OK, got it. So I preview it and look and make sure, okay, yes, I like that one, great. And now this one is going to send out that email. So let's just say we're going to end the smart plan there just for the purpose of teaching, right? So we've done a simple email, which is just text. Then we've done a delay, so we've waited a week. And then we've done another email, which is the designs email, the more fancy advanced email. When I hit save on that, it's going to actually build out this smart plan for me. And once you see that it's been saved, you're set. I can now add people to it, which is the little like silhouette of a person with a plus sign. Same thing. I can go through, I can select all the people that happen to be in here. I can pick just random people that I want to add, or I can do tags again. So if I want to pick a tag and say, okay, I only want to send it to people that are people that think I talk too fast, I'm going to pick on that one. And then I will send it to those people that are in that class. So if I do that, what you'll see is I don't actually want to send this, obviously. So I'm going to go back just to show you where it shows up. It will show up in my plans here, in my people plans as email test plan. And you'll see I created it today. The duration is 8 days. Remember, because on day one, we're going to send one email, then we're going to wait 7 days and send the next one. Total touches, meaning it sends out 2 actual pieces, right? 2 touches. If I scroll down and click this little box or the little arrow, I can see what those steps actually are. So if I just want to remind myself, I can see that. And then on the right side, I can do a couple things. So I can delete it if I just want to get rid of it because I'm sick of it. Publish to library means I can make it public where other people can steal it. Copy, if I want to copy it and change it or redo it, I can do that. I can hit the edit button, which will take me back to go and actually edit the smart plan. So maybe I say, oh, I want to add another step, or I want to change the delay or change the time or something. I can do that. And then I can add people here as well. So if I add someone on there, I'm going to show you how that works. Let's just say I add Abby because she's at the top. I'm going to hit add to plan. It's going to say, do you want to start it today or do you want to start it some other day? I'm going to start it another day. Say, okay, just confirm that, yes, I want to do this. And then you'll see when I refresh here in a second, it will show up that there's one person on my plan. So I just added that person. You'll see the little eyeball that I have one person on the plan. And now I know I can do that, and I have Abby on there. So maybe I want to take this off and take her off of there. I can do that, right? So that is how you use email as free tools up to 5,000 a month to be able to generate business, to be able to send out flyers, to be able to touch your database. Again, to recap, we're going to go to designs when we want to create it. So that's going to be the first step. Then if we want to do a one-time blast, we're going to go to campaigns. And if we want to do a multiple time blast, we are going to go to smart plans. So hope that helped. If you guys have any questions, let me know.